Hi, I'm Jayline. I'm a drum and bass producer and DJ from Basildon in Essex. I make music for Sound Bully Audio, Low Down Deep and Lined Up International. I'm here today to share with you some of my tips for making your very own drum and bass track.
Thames Delta! Top of London thing, we have the Essex swing.
Right guys, so in this last little section, we are just going to throw in some intro sounds and show you how to get an intro running and transition into that drop. We've got what we left off last time. We've got our beats, we have our basses, a little pattern that we made. So now we are going to make an intro. So it's good to get a few different elements in an intro. A nice background sound or like a string or a synth or something to give you a big body of sounds. So yeah, we are going to use this synth right here. Nice airy synth. So let's put this in and see how long that is. Right, so we have got a synth that is 2 bars long. Select, drag, like that. Go back. Lovely jubbly. So we've got ourselves a little background synth happening there. So let's just do that again. And then we're going to do something in this little area here to run from that intro into the drop. One thing as well that's good to have in an intro is either a beat or a hat at least, so you've got some kind of time coding. So I'm going to take the cymbal from the loop that we made. Again, if this stuff gets a bit too fiddly, don't zoom in that much. There we go. I'm just going to get that hat there. And let's just copy one down for now. Like that. There we go. Let's zoom back out a little bit. Just put that hat at the beginning. There we go. So we've got one there. So let's just put one on every bar for now. Like this. So the computer's moving a little slow. There we go. Let's just get some of these hats running in here. Like that. Let's maybe double the hats up for this next part. Just to quick the pace up. And then we're going to put something in this gap to build up. So let's have a look at these synth pads that we've got again. What have we got? It's some nice little like... That's nice. So let's put this down here to see how that runs. So we want this sound to finish before the drop. There we go. Let's get some sounds, just to give it a little bit of tension, you know, to build up. Oh, that's nice. So let's get that sound. Let's just whack that before the drop. But we want to make sure that that is bang on the end. There we go. So you can just time stretch that in or move it in like that. Right, so let's turn these channels down again. Let's get them, you know, roughly around where we had before. There we go. So right now we've got some sounds running. what we're going to do now is look for maybe a little sounds to make this bit here run into this part here a little bit better. So I like to use things called impacts or crashes or explosions and stuff like that. Let's have a look through these sound effects. Nice crash there. I like to put a crash on the drop as well, like real subtle in the backgrounds. So let's just whack one of those in, because I do like a crash. And another thing that I love is a reverse cymbal. Can't go wrong with a reverse cymbal, like moving from one place to another. The transition with a reverse cymbal and a crash is just, it hides a multitude of sins. Let's listen to this from the top and see where we're at. See, I'll probably have a crash running over the, I'll probably intro with a crash as well. So let's copy one of them there. Go back to there. Just to give you that nice opening. Well, these little things help you make your sounds so much more involved. It's just little tiny things, you know. And this is the formula. When you're making music, just make those drums, get them basses right, get your sounds. Mash it all together. Let's put another one of those crashes there. We have now got the crash at the very beginning. Let's put this loop back on because we're working on this bit. So now I'm thinking to myself, like, I wanted some kind of crash happening here. So if I do put this crash here as well, and let me just make this one a little bit shorter, I reckon. And let's take all this before the drop because we don't need that there. Let's do that like that. And let's get that crash and put it on the drop. That one, that's the long one. And we made the other one shorter. So. And another thing that's really, really, really good to use in music, like I said before, is a reverse cymbal. So what I'm going to do is find a cymbal. Maybe I've got one. That's nice. Right, so there's no reverse cymbal in that bit. Right. There we go. Lovely little reverse cymbal there. So what I'm going to do is anywhere I've got a crash, I'm going to put my reverse cymbal. Right, I've put that in totally the wrong place. So let's go and grab that again, put it in the right place, which will be just on the next channel. So what I want to do now is get this so it's right working with the crash. So if I do that like that, it should sound pretty good. See that? It goes and then crashes. Really, really, really handy tool when you're doing transitions. Sometimes all you need is a reverse cymbal and a crash. It's enough. So, like I said before, every crash, just put that little reverse cymbal and it will cover a multitude of sins. Just before every single one. And then you know it's going to run properly. And we'll even do that one at the end there like that. So that blip, let's put that blip on the snare, shall we? At the end and see what that does. There you go. So we've incorporated one of the sounds from our intro into our drop. Always try and use sounds that you're using in your intro within your track as well. Like you don't need to get extra sound effects to work within your track. You can use I'd highly recommend trying to use the sounds that you're using in your intro as your effects parts in your tune, and it will make everything mold together a lot better, you know. We have now successfully whacked in some nice little intro samples and whatnot, and yeah, I reckon we need to find ourselves a little sample to go before the drop, maybe a little vocal stab or something, or let's have a look, see if we can find something. And found ourselves a wicked sample just before. So where we're at, we're going to put our sample in. This is what the sample sounds like.
To the Batmobile, let's go.
Excellent. So I'm actually going to split this into two. So give me my scissor tool up. Remember, if you want to get your tool list up, you press T, and it just brings that list up like that. Select whatever you need. And to go back to the pointer tool, you don't even have to press pointer tool. You can go to any tool. Right, let's go to the text tool, and it'll write text. But if I just press T, it will just go straight back to the pointer tool. So I'm going to move that out of the way for a sec. And I'm just going to put this sample. Let's have a listen to it first.
To the Batmobile.
Let's just put that before the drop like that. Let's see what it sounds like.
To the Batmobile.
Let's turn that part of the sample down a little bit if it's too loud.
Let's go.
That's not bad. Still a bit loud, I think.
Let's go.
Right, let's actually time stretch this a little bit because I want it to say let's on the boop. So let's just time stretch that a little bit. Zoom in a bit. There we go. And now let's just get this stretched right so I can put the let's there. Ah, it's nearly there, see that? So I've got the let's there and I want the go to hit on there. So if I do it like that, that might work. Let's have a look.
Let's go.
There you go. So now we've got our samples in place. Okay.
To the Batmobile.
Okay, so what I'm going to do for this first little bit here, I'm just going to find a little different break and we'll throw it in there just as a little change. Build. Oh. So let's get that build. See, sometimes you'll find that you will put some extra stuff in for your drums, you know? I'm going to go like that. And if you notice, I think all the hits are back on the bar. There we go. So I'm just going to move that over. And that should work perfectly this time.
To the Batmobile.
Right, so let's get rid of that last hit. Lovely. And now what we're going to do is copy that whole 16 that we just made and put it after. So let's just do exactly that. So what I'm going to do now is grab everything. That shouldn't be there, it should be there too. Put that there where it should be. Now we're going to get that whole 16. And we're going to copy that over. See now, what I'd probably do is once I've got my pattern like this, a standard drum and bass jump up track even, you'll have a 16 or a 32 bar intro. Then you will have 3 or 4 16s. So you'll have either 48 bars of tune or you're going to have 64 bars of tune. I usually do 64 bars. And the way I pattern my tracks is that the first 16 will be the same, exactly the same as the third 16. And the second 16 will be a slight variation of the first 16. And then the fourth 16, I literally run the intro samples over the top. I'm not going to do the switch of the second 16 right now, but I am going to pattern this track so you can see it and how much it's going to be, like how much it takes to get it to a whole tune. So a whole track, in my opinion, this is our pattern music. So I would usually have, like I said, a 16, 32, 48 bar intro even sometimes. Then it's either pretty much the second half of the tune. If you want to be quick, you can just copy that first half of the tune and paste it to the second. Once you've made that first intro and the first 3 or 4 16s of your track, that's when your track is complete when it comes to the structure side of it.
To the Batmobile. Let's go. To the Batmobile.
For more information, go to www.thamesdeltaradio.com. Find us on Facebook or subscribe onto YouTube.
Thames Delta.
This station is for the people. You understand? This is a people's thing. It's a community thing. It's our thing. So let us support this thing.
Thames Delta Radio. Yeah.
What radio station shall I listen to? Oh, Thames Delta.
Thames Delta Radio. Ready for run some rhythm selector.
Are you ready, crowd of people? This is Thames Delta Radio.
This is Thames Delta Community Radio, live from Gray's Thurrock.
Live and direct at Thames Delta Radio.
Thames Delta Radio.
Enough respect every time. Reaching out to all the listeners out there. Thames Delta Radio. Thames Delta Radio, live and direct.